Okay, are you trying to work, but it ain't, you know, it ain't doing it, Let me show you the secret. It's not in the hips, it's in the knees, okay? You know when you take a piece of paper and you bend it, and that little, like, see how this part is raising up and popping out? That's what you're doing. You're gently flexing your knees inward, which kind of forces, like, that upward motion happen. So you see in, and then you're combining it with a bit of a hip thrust. There is some hip in it. So you go, you know, you see my knees, look at my knees, okay? Stand back, see? That's how you really get that propulsion. You like target all the energy directly to where we want to target that energy. So you want to add, like, you know, you want a little bit of a hip thrust in there, you know? But it's not just a hip thrust. It's not a pelvic thrust. It's a dwork. It's a dwork. So yeah, it helps if you don't have any underwear on. Also, if you have something to sling around, that helps too. And the best part is it can be as subtle or as aggressive if you want. So if you want to like boo, bow, or you can be subtle with it. You know, be gentle with it. You know, whatever you want to do. So dwork away, my besties. Yeah. Sorry, that was my cat. I want to talk to you guys about getting a better deal from your internet service provider, ISP. Sorry, that was my cat again. I recently got a really good deal on my Spectrum internet. I'm not going to go into details about the deal because I don't want y'all going and asking for the same exact thing and then it gets ruined for everyone. But the trick to getting a good price on your internet is to go in person. Go to the brick and mortar store in person. And here's why. The people on phones, the people in the chat rooms, people online, all of those people, those are customer service people. Their job is customer service and management. The people in the brick and mortar stores, in the physical stores, those are salespeople. Their job title is salespeople, okay? They're different departments. They can do different things. So like I was in their chat room, whatever. And they were like, we can give you like a $15 off deal off of $80 internet. I was like, no. So I went in store and I asked, I got a way better deal. All I did, I went into the Spectrum store, make an appointment first, see if you can like go on their website and make an appointment first. It'll be way faster. But I went there, I was like, hey, my promotion is ending and I don't like that. Is there any way we can extend it? And they're like, oh, let me hook you up. And they gave me like a bunch of bonus shit on top of a really good price. Yeah. So go in, just say like, can I extend my promotion? I'd like a better deal. I'd like a better price, something along those lines. I didn't need to, but it can't hurt to have like another deal. You know, be like, oh, this network is offering this. I like, you know, and I'm thinking of swapping over. It can't hurt to have that on your back burner. I wouldn't say lead with that, but have that needed if in case they don't say anything, you know? And I mean, if they call your bluff and you just walk out and leave, whatever, like they won't care. They won't notice you. They won't remember you. So yeah, go to the brick and mortar store, ask for a better deal there. That's how you get a good deal on your internet, y'all. I am loving it. I'm gonna teach y'all how to make a charcuterie board that doesn't cost $7,000 because they literally do not need to cost $7,000. All you need is cheese, meat, jelly, apple, and something to carry it all on, like crackers. I get my charcuterie board stuff, I get it from Aldi. I get it all at Aldi, okay? They have this, it's like deli selections. This is prosciutto and 2 types of salami. You know, you could eat the salami, just get a little sliced meats, some sliced meats. It doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be complicated. We're so obsessed with everything being fancy and complicated with this stuff. It doesn't need to be, okay? Next up is cheese. I recommend 3 types of cheese because the variety is wonderful and it doesn't need to be complicated and fancy. I'll use American cheese. This is white American cheese. I love it. Your favorite types of cheese, just get like 3. I get American, I get Gouda, but I recommend for your third, get either Brie or Camembert. It's spelled Camembert, but Camembert. Brie and Camembert are those fancy ass cheeses that are like all melting. You gotta put them in the oven, blah, 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 blah. And for some reason we think they cost $7,000 when it's literally like $3, $4 for one, and it will last, okay? But I have to warm it up in the oven, oh my gosh. Okay, what human being doesn't have an air fryer nowadays? An air fryer is just a convection oven. If you can put it in the oven, you can put it in your air fryer. I have this little tray thing here. Just do some tin foil, put the cheese on the tin foil. You can even do it just bare on the tin foil and put it directly into the air fryer. That'll work too. 350 degrees for like 9-10 minutes. And just get some fucking Ritz crackers. That's it, just some crackers. You could do whatever, just crackers. And I always recommend some grapey jelly or strawberry jelly. If you want to be fancy, you could do like strawberry jelly, grape jelly, some like apricot preserves, you know, you could get a variety of jellies and jams going on too, fruitiness, but you need something fruity, and just fucking grape jam works great. The only actual difficult thing about charcuterie board is cutting everything up and presenting it. And by cutting everything up, I mean the cheese, because that's literally all you have to do. Ooh, an apple. If you can get an apple, your favorite apple, slice one of them bitches up too. That shit goes good. I ate my last apple, unfortunately. You don't need a fancy wooden board. I'm just using this because this is my cutting board, but you just, I'm left-handed, so this is awkward for me. I would be doing it from the other side, but I want the camera to see that you slice the cheese thinly. You just slice it thinly and you're good to go. I mean, let it sit out for a little bit so it gets a little warm, but like, just cut it. And the American cheese, just rip it. We're not a restaurant. We don't need to be fancy. Just like put it in like little bite-sized pieces so that you can fit it onto your crackers. And that's literally all you have to do. It's easy. Got everything all sliced up and gone. Get some jam on the plate. I'm just not gonna take the crackers out of the bag because I don't have enough room. And you know, that's fine. It's fine. You could also, like I said, slice up some apples. It'll go wonderfully. Like, bam, charcuterie board. It's just meat, cheese, and fruit, y'all. It doesn't need to be complicated. This melty cheese, you just dig into it, y'all. You can eat the rind of the melty cheese. You can eat every part of that. So you just scoop it up, put it all together. Cheese, meat, and fruit. Oh. And anything you don't finish can go back in the fridge, okay? Even like this, you can just wrap it up in the tin foil, put it back in the fridge, heat it up again. I've literally had that since late June, okay? And it's still good and dandy.
Planets are going to collide! You do know what that means?
Sure, it's like when you have two sets of keys and you keep one in the car.
No, it means... No!
In America, you can openly admit to being a fascist on a major media platform and get $20,000 donated to you in like 48 hours. But no, we're fine. We're fine, y'all. We're fine. Greatest country in the world. How's them games? Games are going solid. I mean, when I lose, I drink. So I have the small drink and the big drink. So I just casually drink the small drink. But when I lose, I drink the big drink. And I've had to refill the big drink. So that's how games are going. But it's really fun because I'm drunk.
Every night at dinner, I'll be there. Every birthday party, I'll be there. Every Christmas, I'll be there.
There was a man who was drowning in the ocean, and he prayed for God to save him. A lifeguard swam up and said, "I'm here to save you." The man said, "No, God will save me." A guy in a canoe came up to him and said, "Hey, get on, I can help you out." The guy said, "No, God will save me." A fucking boat goes by and says, "Hey, hop on, we can save you." The man says, "No, God will save me." The man drowns and dies. In heaven, he goes up to God and he says, "Why didn't you save me? I prayed to you." And God said, "I sent you a fucking boat." Charlie Kirk's boat was gun control. Gun control would have prevented his death. And he said, no gun control. If a couple of students have to die in school every year just so we can uphold the Second Amendment, I'm okay with making that sacrifice. Well, here we are. This man didn't care about a genocide happening in Palestine at the hands of Israel. This man doesn't care about a woman being sexually assaulted and needing physical treatment to help with that. This man restlessly made fun of George Floyd after his death. He doesn't care about queer people, he doesn't care about women, he doesn't care about anyone that's not a straight white man. Why should I care about him? He didn't care about me. He didn't care about so many people. He was shot by a sniper rifle from around 2 football fields away. That's not something you can pick up at your local Walmart. Gun control would have prevented his death, and he actively fought against it. I'm not going to feel sympathy for someone who rejected the lifeguard that was sent to save him. And I do think we will be better off without a hateful person in the world. Welcome back to Idol Nightly, the only talk show where I bring on your best, your most favorite idols and K-pop stars across the scene. Our special guests for tonight are one of the hottest K-pop groups out there. You know them, you love them, and they're here celebrating their new release of Golden. I'm so excited. Please welcome in Huntrix. Hi, so good to be here. Oh my gosh, blah, blah. Yes, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. You know, I appreciate your presence so much, and it's just so wonderful to see you guys doing so well. Of course, you know, we love supporting our fans because they support us so much, and we just love talking and letting everyone get to know us better because we want to be, you know, real people with them. And that's why you guys are #1, and that's why everyone loves you. Y'all are always on the #1 spot, and we love to see it. All right, y'all, to kick off the Q&A portion of the interview, let's get started. Now to start off, I'm gonna ask you guys the same question I ask every K-pop idol that comes on the show. It's the most obvious question ever. Wait, we weren't briefed on this? Oh my god. All right, Huntrix, do you have an undying love and support for Israel, and do you believe that the state of Israel has a right to exist?